Welcome to Festool TV. I'm Phil and these are the Trion PS300 jigsaws from Festool. Available as D-handle and also body grip. The only difference between the two is that we have variable speed on the trigger. On the front here I can adjust the pendulum action, so I can work with plastics and metals in this position, but if I want to work with timber-based materials we can take the pendulum lever all the way to the front, and this now means that when the blade comes down we use a stroking action to make progress quick and easy through the material we're working with. On the back of the machine we have variable speed, so if I'm working with other materials I can slow the speed down or we can increase the speed depending on the material we're working with. Fitting blades is a very simple process. We can push this lever forward and then the blade can be inserted between the two jaws and then it can be securely held into position. Of course, with a machine like the Trion, we can work with pre-finished materials or we can work with heavier construction materials such as this piece of oak. And of course, we can work with dust extraction and the plug-it lead system as well. So working with the PS300 for cutting scribes like this is a really simple and easy process. But with the PS300 we can also do some really fine work working on top of the material as well, such as this laminate. On the underside here there's two tabs, and again I can use this splinter guard in between these two sections and we can take it up towards the blade, and at that point we can switch the machine on and then we can cut into the splinter guard, which means we have zero clearance insert around the blade while we're working. And this means that working on laminate based materials I can achieve a really fine high quality cut while working with the PS300. We can also work with the heavier materials such as this piece of oak to do any shaped work that needs to be done on the ends as well. So working with the Trion PS300 means you can work with pre-finished materials and achieve excellent results, but you can also work with construction materials which are much heavier because you're working with a machine which has a lot of power behind it. And of course, any machine from Festool, we attach the hose to it, into extraction, means you can work in a clean and efficient way every time you use one of our machines.